What's up, everybody? Give people a few minutes to join. What do we got going on today, Mrs. Market? Looks like a nice little run to support, nice double bottom. Got a pretty wide range going so far. This about 450 to 650, we'll call it. No real structure, but I'd say bullish consolidation. Oh yeah, definitely bullish on the 4 hour. Wow, what a pump yesterday and overnight. What a pump. So kind of expecting us to run up to the 730, 750 area, but we'll let everybody join. And then we'll try to make some money. So we're here for, it's Friday. We made it to the end of the week. Basically, anything over 450, I'm kind of bullish. Really no reason not to be. It's been support. All right, how's everybody doing today? Everybody make it to the Friday green. I haven't had the best week. I had a killer Monday. Actually, Monday would have been fine just to stop. Other than that, I've had a pretty choppy week. Basically, break even for the rest of the week. If you guys watched Street Trade, I missed a lot of fills, so I didn't get a lot of the plays I wanted. Correct theses every day, pretty much, but just couldn't get those fills and couldn't get the move I wanted. Let's pass this orbit I got. Cruise mode, I'm struggling to wake up. Yep. Yeah, I'm moving a little slow today too. Classic Friday. Been a long week. So let's kind of just look at the longer time frames, just see what we got going on. Daily's pretty close to some resistance. Still, yep, 750. So that lines up what I was looking for at the 4 hour as well. I don't see any reason why we don't run to 750 at least. Yeah, we're holding. And then looks like kind of flat on the smaller. Okay. Yeah, so I'm looking for longs. Longs on a dip. Longs on a dip. Let me know what you guys are looking for. I'm kind of curious. Problematic area. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I was, when I first got on here, I always look at the 1 hour first. No real structure here. So our range is basically 450 to 650. So it's a big range, but it's a range. But I am leaning on the bullish side. So the market just opened, and look at that. Ran to support, popped. We're going to run to 640 pretty quickly. So here we go. There's the 640 tap. If we can clear 650-ish, we should get some continuation. But I'm pretty sure this green box is just a big range I was looking at earlier. Let's actually get rid of that. All right, so there's our first bull target smashed right as market opened. That was a clean long. Sometimes I wish I played the first minute of open, but most of the time, I'm glad I don't. Most of the time, I'm glad I don't. So kind of looking at it, maybe a 635 long. This thing is just running, man. Definitely right about the bullish thesis, huh? All right, so we're about to clear our first bullish zone. Let's see. Do I want to wait for the 5-minute candle to close? I think I do. But look at that. Almost 150 point pump off the support. Impressive. Impressive, NQ. Good job. If anybody is long, this is the first area of real resistance. And it looks like it's going to push over. Let's see. Basically, we'll call it 700. Clear 700. This thing is good to go. Stalling here. All right, what a push. All right, we might have to just hop in some longs on this next pullback. I'm not taking anything now. I like to see that first 5-minute candle close just because there's a lot of fake out. Mike is live every morning but Friday. Like yesterday, just market order and try to hold longer. All right, so potential entries I'm looking at are 640, which is way the hell down here. 665 or 684. 684 is more realistic. I'm going to go to stab. Get our toes wet. If you haven't traded with me before, the first 15 minutes, always a little iffy in my opinion. So if you want to wait until that first 15-minute candle close, not a bad idea. This one should get filled. Is this going to be another one of those mornings where I miss my fills by 3 points? I don't know if I can take another day of this. All right, we're in. Let's see. All right. Let's see if we can get this pop back out. 644 is probably my cut area. I don't want to lose too much on the first play. All right, it's running right to this level of support I said earlier. Let's get off the 1 minute. All right, it's probably going to run to this. Yeah, it's going to run right here. Let's see. If it breaks here, I'll cut. All right, we're out. We're going to take an L on that one. All right. These first plays this early are always a little iffy for me. You got short. Good job, Vodka. All right, I'm going to sit tight for a bit. Basically just erase that whole pop from open. It was worth a shot. Now I'm curious if it's just going to run right back to open 550. I'm definitely willing to put an order there. And if this one gets stopped out, we need to take a little break. Let the market establish what it's going to do. It is Friday. We had big earnings last night. And we're in a 4-hour consolidation zone. So like I said, 450, 640. 4-hour candle closed on either side of that. Even a 1-hour candle, actually, should give us the direction we are going to go. If this breaks 550, I kind of want no part of this zone. All right, we're in. All right, that was a quick $200. Damn. Didn't even have enough time to get a trim off. All right, this is going to nuke. Watch this. All right, we're cutting that. All right, I'm going to chill for a bit. They say this is too volatile to try to get a limit order in right now. It's moving too quick. Unless you want to size just a couple micros. So we saw like an instant 20 points on that, and now it's down 30-ish. At this point, I'm going to let this 15-minute candle close. It's going to be an interesting one. Fridays, I tell you. I mean, there's a reason Mike doesn't trade, and he throws me in here to deal with it. Actually, while I wait for this candle, I'm going to grab a glass of water real quick. I'll be right back. All right. What did I miss? Nothing. I'll tell you, my win rate's got to be the worst in the first 15 minutes of the market opening. I'm sure a lot of people are like that as well. Yep, Maris, I agree with you. This is an interesting zone. He's talking about the 1 hour. It's just no real structure. I'd say it's bullish consolidation because it's holding this level. But you're right. It's a sandwich. And, it's after a big run-up from earnings. So Price has to rebalance after a big move. I mean, we were at 27,405. So we were 1,000 points lower yesterday. We were 1,000 points lower. And the thing for me is when we have 3-minute candles that are, what is this, 80, over 100 points, it's hard to pinpoint entries in there. It's going to move a lot. You have to widen your stops, go a lot smaller. So let's let the market set a little bit. All right, here's that run to 450. If 450 goes, bulls might be in trouble. All right, there's a bear level right there. Look at this wick. Insane candle. 150 points up, over 100 points down, all in the same candle. So this candle's going to close in a little less than a minute. Kind of curious what it's going to look like. I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed it up and closed it a doji. So if it's going to be a pure range play, it's going to pop here, but the bears just look like they just took over. And another 100-plus point candle. All right, it looks like bears are in full control. This is their last line of defense, literally 406. Under that, it's going to get pretty bloody. Looking at a potential short around 460, but I kind of just want to sit on hands for a bit. And I think like 300 would be a good. See, 288 to like 294 would be a good target for shorts. Anybody got any fun plans this weekend? Let me know. Kind of curious. We got through the big brunt of earnings season, so that's good. Curious if we got through FOMC, we got through earnings. Let's see what's going to happen next. All right, looks like we might have to hop into some shorts. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking at that 460 area, but this area is such a big bounce area. Maybe I wait for this to break and play 400 shorts. All right. I'm going to try 400 short. Let's see if the market wants to be nice to me finally. If I lose this one, I'm going to switch to a different account. 2 runners to 170. Nice. So if you are short, the target is right around 300. That's a great target. Wow, talk about dumping. This one 30-minute candle just took out all of the Globex price action. That's actually hilarious. So this is where the earnings candle went to. That is hilarious. Do I consider gap fills and bounce? I mean, do you see a gap on futures at least? I'm sure there's a gap on like SPY. Yeah, it's about to fill it. But no, I don't really look at the equity charts that much. But that would make sense. I mean, we're out of key level support. Is there news? I don't know. Let's take a look. I don't see any. I guess before market open, U.S. Treasury has informed banks that it may intervene with the yen market on Friday. All right, let's see if we get this fill. All right, we should get filled here. My entry's at 409. By the way, 409 if you can't see it. Guys, I cannot even make this up. Like, this is going to drive me crazy. Wow. That's insane. This week, guys, I don't know how many fills I've missed by 2 points or less. Like, that's less than a point. Unfreaking believable. It's going to run right to target, too. Right to target. That's weird. I usually don't miss fills like that every single play. Remember, guys, the front running strategy of 3 points will make you rich. It'll make you rich. So TP1 was hit for 70 points. Crazy. Did 300 get hit? Yep. Wow. Just watching my play sail away into the sunset. All right. Well, let's see. What's going to happen after this if we do break this? $250's next target. All right, let's see. I don't want to short this level. I have a feeling we're going to bounce above it. But wow. Wow, guys. I'm curious if that is the bottom for the day. So they took it all the way to into the earnings candle, basically. Let's see what price was the earnings candle started at? 217-ish. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep my order up there. It's still a good spot to retest. That's a bummer just watching that go though. Crazy how the first 20 minutes of market can knock out like what 14 hours of price action. I think they run up 500 VWAP. Maybe. That 450 to 460 area is also an area of interest. Look at that bounce off support. Got some ripper candles today. I'm going to risk this entry. Second time it's always a little bit more risky. So we'll see what happens. This looks like it's going to rip, though, honestly. All right, I'm going to take that. All right, quick money. Lock it in. This looks like it's gonna push through. Almost half tempted to put a buy stop in that same area. If you are holding the short and you just didn't take the money like I did, you're looking for like 340, 350. I'd be careful. It's starting to show big reversal pattern. Oh, there we go. Man, she's moving today. I'll tell you that. Sorry, my dad just left me a voicemail. So the price tell us what it's going to do. Yeah, vodka. I don't like using buy stops and sell stops, but when the market's moving like this, I mean, the momentum is just there. You see when it breaks levels, it just goes. All right, so we're 1 for 3 at the moment. Pete, no idea. No idea. These aren't. I'm not using Mike levels though. I don't know how he gets them. It's starting to look like a buy model in the very small time frames, but you know how low time frames go. I don't know. We clearly broke structure, so it's hard. It's hard to be like incredibly bullish. It's black magic. It's black magic. If I had to pick a side, I'm honestly to the short side. Obviously, the short side. All right. This is probably gonna break. So I paper handed the hell out of that play, huh, guys? Below previous day high. You think we're gonna go way down there? Oh, previous day high. Oh. Yeah, we're below that. Full bear target is like 960. If this is really gonna go, like if this is really gonna go, all right, I'm back in this. Sorry about that. All right, so as I was fixing my camera, we broke that key level. So let's try a short there. Damn. So the play I paper hand is up a ton. Don't you love that? All right, I'm gonna try 290 short. See if we just ride this baby all the way down, elevator down. Took a short 375, 300. Good job. Short 317. Nice. Short made some money. Trust the retest was 40 broke a few days ago. There we go, guys. This just looks terrible. It looks like it's just gonna die. So 245 and 290 are my levels around here. My next level isn't down to 130. So I mean, this thing has room to go. So I have an order at 290. Let's see if we can just ride this baby down. I don't know if this is going to come back and pick us up. Might have to move this entry to around 250. I don't like chasing, but this is not stopping. Mr. Paper Hands over here with the 409 entry. All right, we're gonna go down to 244. God, this is the day to just mark it in and walk away. Wow. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna get priced 100 points away now. This is when I hate that rule that I have of not marketing in, because these are the days when you can just market in and walk away. Literally, prices are straight up dumping. Oops, ran out of drawdown. Damn. Well, there's our next bear target. This is not stopping at all. Fighting the urge to just go in. You guys remember on the podcast when Matt was talking about not being able to get entries on the 5 minute? There's been like one entry spot on the 5 minute so far. Everything else is just moving too fast. I think this I was kind of joking about this 960 target, but I think we're going to end up there. Oh, guys, where can I get an entry in here? I Biggs. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's literally what you'd be the devil on my shoulder, because I was literally thinking that. When the momentum is this strong, that's kind of the way to go. I'll go ahead and try it. I need a bigger bounce though. All right. Sell stop 126. Let's see if it just nukes through here. So I got this baby sandwiched. Devil needs money too. I love that. Not seeing any entry that makes sense. Yeah, there's not. These are momentum plays. The entry that made sense was my 409 entry that I paper handed like crazy. But I mean, I expected a big bounce over here. I didn't expect to just blow right through it. Devil needs money too. I like that. I'm gonna steal that. And guys, today instead of 11, the stream's gonna end at 10:30. I do have something I have to take care of. So hopefully we can hit this play. At least end up break even on the stream, and then we'll be back Monday with our normal schedule. All right. Let's see. How much is this going to pull back? All right. So this sell stop should get filled. Bad. Sell stop. English. All right, we're in. Nuke it. To the basement, guys. To the basement. If this ends up being the bottom and is the one time I'm using a sell stop on stream, that would be hilarious. All right, so this is the point where do you take the money or do you let it ride? What do you guys think? Is this finding a bottom? Well, this looks like it may not work out, guys. Yeah, the answer in hindsight was take the money. Absolutely. But we'll see. It can still drop. I don't like how it's kind of finding a base right here. It looks like it's trying to hold, which is no bueno for shorts. Just going to tease us around this line. Oh, well, guys. Wow, she's moving like crazy. All right. Let's see. I guess stops are going to be like 168. We got to have wide stops, unfortunately. 168. Go green again and take that 150. I don't know. I'm in too deep right now. I'm too invested, James. This needs to just burn to the ground. There we go. There we go. Burn it. Burn it down. Let's take like a tiny bit of money. Okay, took off 2. Let's see if this wants to run to PT. My bad, I got really. All right, man. These moves are just so quick. Definitely a day to limit out, not limit in, but limit out. Volatility is definitely turned on today. See you, Peter. Wow, is this going to end up being a break-even play, guys? No way. This is going to be a break-even play. Wow. All right, I gotta cut. Unless this is gonna drop. Wow. This is literally has edged the stop loss, like mental stop loss I have like 5 times. This has been a tough one to hold through, guys. Absolutely brutal. And we're sitting in a 100.5 minute candle, 100.3 minute candle. This is looking like it could be a temporary bottom, guys. All right, we got to cut this. This is a break even play. That's an absolute bummer. Not too many times you see 40 points go to 40 points red all within 1 minute. All right, let's see if we can get one more. So that play was basically a wash. If I would have just locked it in, I'd be break even on the session, but that looked like it was going to keep running. Be careful with your sizing today, guys. I'm going to try that same entry I had earlier. A really smart play, if you want to just like hold, probably would be a 290 entry, but that's not going to hit while we're on here. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2 for what? I did get in. I was in a play at least. That's true. All right. Let's see if we get this last play. These limit orders into these large candles are rough right now. Really rough. I think these are risky plays, but whatever. Let's do it. These entries, man. True, Jaja. That dump was gross, but also hot. That is proper trading terminology, my man. All right, let's see if we get in on the second try. You guys know the second time around is always a little bit more risky, but we're going to get in. All right. we're in. I think I might just take this little bit of green and maybe call it. Yeah, let's take that. All right, $100 on that one. We'll just chip away at this. I think I'm only down like 150 for the session now. I just don't trust this stuff right now. I'm green except the 1K. All right, guys, we got about 5 more minutes. I think this might be the bottom for the temporary bottom. I don't know. Longer time frames obviously went down, but we're due for paper handed that one again. Wow. In retrospect, good day to trade a micro. I'd say like 3, yeah. So let's just recap. The 2 plays I didn't hold played out perfectly. And the plays I held didn't play out. Talk about messing with your psychology. It's just tough when it's moving this fast, guys, to hold through the pain. You know, people always say like micros aren't that dangerous, but like days like today, couple of losses. If you're not smart with 5 micros, you blow your account. Literally 2 losses. Literally 2 losses. Yeah, Vaca wasn't wrong. Just ran out of DD. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, days like today, it's probably safer to go with the yes. And he will steal your money if you are on the wrong side of it. Put that on a t-shirt. Honestly, that would probably sell. Wasn't wrong, just ran out of DD. Well, I'm gonna watch that play out in front of me. That's probably gonna be it trade wise for me. As far as the rest of the day, I'd honestly want to see a push back up to about 290 before shorting. Anything else is gonna be scalps. 290. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So I'm going into the weekend a little bit red, still pretty green for the week, so it's all good. That's what I'm saying. Those 1 home run days will make up for everything, and the rest of the week doesn't really matter. But be safe today, guys. You know, we see the volatility, so size appropriately. I'm expecting a push out of here. Push up to 290. That's what I'm expecting. Yeah, this should push out. If you want to do a buy stop, I like a 250 buy stop or 245 buy stop. I won't be able to monitor a trade if I get in right now, so I'm not gonna be able to do it. But yep, that's gonna be it for me, guys. We'll be back on Monday. Stay safe. Don't blow your accounts on a Friday. Don't ruin all your gains for the week. So until I see you guys on Monday, stay profitable.